Hi, I'm Tom Zelenka. Now, I'm just a beginner in the kitchen. In every episode of Carolina Cooking, I meet a different chef from a famous restaurant in the Carolinas who'll teach me to cook their secret recipes in just 30 minutes or less. Really good.
Welcome to Carolina Cooking, shot on location at the Mansion on Forsyth Park and the 700 Kitchen Cooking School. Now, here's your host, Tom Zelenka.
Hi, welcome to Carolina Cooking. I'm your host, Tom Zelenka, and this is the show where we find the best chefs from the best restaurants all around North and South Carolina, and we bring them right here to teach you and me their incredible recipes. I'm no chef, so you and I, we get to learn together. We do it in 30 minutes or less, and today we're cooking tapas. We're making Moroccan kebabs. I know there's a much fancier name for it, and we have Christian here from Gervais and Vine in Columbia, South Carolina to say the fancy name, Christian.
Pinchitos Morunos.
Moroccan kebabs.
Exactly.
I'm not even going to try.
That's fine.
All right.
Basically what they are is pork kebabs that you find at street vendors in Morocco.
Okay, alrighty.
So.
And so this is pork?
This is pork.
And this is like...
this is raita.
Raita.
It's similar to like Greek tzatziki sauce.
Okay.
It's a yogurt-based sauce that has some spices, some fresh herbs,
okay,
some cucumber
great.
in it.
What is this?
That's mint.
Oh, alrighty. Well, we'll set this aside and you'll tell me, I guess, what do we do first?
Well, what we want to do first is we want to take the yogurt and put it into a strainer.
Okay, which we've done.
You notice how much liquid has come out of it?
Yeah.
It makes for a much thicker, richer, creamier sauce.
Okay.
So you could probably put this in your strainer, throw it in your fridge, leave it overnight, next day you're good to go.
Okay, so that's step one.
Right.
Strain your yogurt.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the next sauce that we're going to make that goes with this dish is a pomegranate molasses.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cups of pomegranate juice. We're going to put it in our saucepan up front.
Okay. Where do you find pomegranate
You can buy
juice?
this at a lot of grocery stores now. It's becoming very popular.
Okay. Alrighty, is that about 2 cups?
That's about 2 cups.
All right.
We're going to go ahead
And what are we
turn
doing with
that
this?
on.
We're just boiling it down until there's less of it?
We're going to reduce it quite a bit until
Okay.
it's syrupy and thick
Okay.
and delicious.
Alrighty. And so that just has to sit on the stove and boil. We don't have to do anything
Don't
to
have
it.
to do
Don't
anything
have to
else.
stir it.
Just have to sit and watch
make sure it doesn't burn.
Exactly.
So what's next?
Well, what I'd like to do is do a brine for the pork.
Okay.
And what a brine does for the pork is it infuses it with a lot of flavor.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a couple tablespoons. We've got a cup of water here
Okay.
that's very hot.
Yep.
We're going to put a couple tablespoons of kosher salt in.
Kosher salt. Okay.
A couple tablespoons of sugar.
Sugar. Really?
Right.
Okay. Why do you put sugar in there?
Sugar balances out the salt. It also adds a lot of flavor, adds a lot of depth to the meat.
Okay. Do
A
we
little
need
bit
this?
of thyme. Just put a couple pinches of dried thyme into there.
Couple of pinches. Alrighty.
Perfect. And then we're going to smash up a couple of...
Ooh.
Smashing.
Yes.
Smash up a couple of cloves of garlic.
Okay. And we don't need to chop them. Just smash
No.
them.
We just want to infuse this with the flavor.
Yep.
Beautiful. You're a good smasher, Tom.
Thank you. Thank
Very
you.
good.
Yeah, I learned to always put the knife on the side
That's
instead of
always
up and
good,
down.
yeah.
It took me about 3 tries to learn that one.
3.
3 tries, a lot of
good.
Band-Aids later.
Yeah.
I had learned that little important step.
That's good. 3's
Yeah.
good.
All
We're
right.
going to add a little bit of cracked black pepper.
Okay. That's what I learned at Benihana. You always
Nice.
got to bang it
Yeah.
around. That's important.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
So all we're going to do is we're going to let the sugar and the salt dissolve
Okay.
and infuse this with some flavor.
And so it just simply stirred around in there, let it dissolve,
That's it.
and that is our brine. And we're going to put our pork in there.
So no, what we're going to do now is we're going
Oh.
to take this hot brine,
Yep.
because you don't want to brine, you don't want to cook your pork
Okay.
in this. We're going to take this and we are going to add it to ice cold water.
Alrighty.
All right,
Ah.
that takes the temperature down.
Okay.
So now let's move the cutting board into place
Alrighty. I'm going to set our yogurt here.
and we'll go ahead and dice up the pork that will go into our kebabs.
Oh, so we're going to slice this up.
Right.
All right.
So the reason we're doing a brine is because what we have here is a very lean piece of pork loin. Not
okay.
a lot of fat in it.
No.
So we want to infuse it with some flavor.
Okay.
And that's what the brine will do. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to cut this into about 3/4 inch chops to begin with.
Okay. 3/4 inch?
Yep.
Okay.
Very good.
I don't have a ruler.
Yeah, I know, but that's pretty
Okay.
close.
I'm just going with eyesight here.
Right.
Think
Now
of-
you could, if you wanted, when you're making this, instead of buying a pork loin,
Yeah.
you could just buy a package of thick cut pork chops
Ah, I got
and
you.
cut them into your kebabs.
Okay, all right, and that would be a little bit easier.
Right.
And would you just trim the fat off them to, or do you want the fat on there?
You can leave some of the fat on it.
Okay.
A loin doesn't have a lot of fat on it
So
to begin
just
with.
we're making cubes.
We're just going to cube it up.
Okay.
Exactly.
And how's this looking?
Looking perfect.
Bite size.
Bite size.
Not my bite size. I take big bites. So
Just
we'll go
skewer
with-
those right onto it.
Yeah, really, that would be good right there. That would be the kind
We'll
I
just add
would
them to the
use.
brine.
Okay.
Now, once you get all this into here, what we're going to basically do is just stick this in the fridge until tomorrow.
Oh,
We're going to give it about 24 hours
you
to
do
brine.
know it's a 30-minute show, right?
Really?
Yeah, we can't. We'll
don't
have
think
that
we
secret
could-
TV thing.
You don't think
Yeah.
we could kill 23 and a half hours?
You don't
and-
have to. You don't have to put it in there the whole time, do you? Do you have to leave it in there for 24 hours?
Well,
Could you?
you could do it
sneak
for
in?
4 hours.
Okay.
You can do it for 4
All
hours.
right,
I
that's good
realize
to
we
know.
still only have 30 minutes
Yeah.
in this show, but I think 4 hours would be good and would
Okay.
infuse it with some flavor.
Alrighty. And here's the last one.
Perfect.
Okay.
You're a good kebab cutter.
Ooh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's always some people help me out, and they just don't have as many pleasantries to say. And some
Really?
people, you know, they even reward me even when I do the silly stuff, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
That's very nice of
Good.
you. All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to learn how to make the sauce, the raita.
Raita?
When we come back to Carolina cooking. All right. So we have to stir them, or
No, we're just going to let this sit in here.
That's
and then it's going to go in the
fantastic.
refrigerator.
Yes. So this is fresh time.
Dry time.
Dry time.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Hi, welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here with Christian from Gervais and Vine in Columbia, South Carolina, and we are, well, we got to add some parsley to our pork. Is that about right?
We've got to add some parsley and
Okay.
some spices.
Okay, fantastic.
So we've got some fresh Italian flat leaf parsley. You could use curly parsley also.
Okay.
Because that's what you're going to find in a lot of grocery stores.
And we've already ripped this off the stems
Yeah.
because you're anti-stem.
I'm anti-stem.
That's okay. That's okay.
Is that all right? I mean,
Yeah, I have a bumper sticker on my truck that says
Yeah.
pro-stem,
Oh,
but,
what-
you know.
Hey, it all, it all depends on
I'm
your
all
views.
for them. I'm all for the stems until I came here and learned that stems were probably not the best thing to put in your food.
They can tend to be a little bit bitter and a little bit woody. Mm-hmm. Two things that you just really don't.
Bitter and woody.
Bitter and woody.
It's how I like my ladies, but I don't know what that means. It's,
Yeah, I don't either.
yeah.
So-
I don't know if I was going, I don't know.
all right.
All right?
Okay. Because we have a little bit
Yeah, mine
discrepancy.
doesn't exactly
Yours
look
doesn't
like
look
yours.
You need to go a little bit further. There you go. There. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right.
I learned that at
That was
Benihana,
beautiful.
too.
That was beautiful.
Alrighty.
All right. We're going to add that to the pork.
Okay. There we go.
All right. And now, going to have you add the spices to it.
Okie dokie.
What we have here is some cumin.
Cumin. Okay. And where does cumin come from?
Cumin comes from...
Ooh, stumped ya.
No, cumin comes from a seed. Actually, you can buy whole cumin seeds if you'd
Okay.
like.
Small country called Cumin. Look
yeah.
it up on the map.
Right. I don't
Okay.
think they made the Olympics this year.
Probably not. They were
We've
doing
got-
bobsledding,
Yeah,
though.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Some dark chili powder.
Alrighty. And this is dark chili powder?
You could use regular chili powder,
Oh, okay. Good.
but that one's dark.
Yeah.
And put a couple pinches, healthy pinches of salt.
Okay. One,
One, two,
one
one more.
All right. Three.
You don't have to add as much salt because we brine this pork.
Oh, yes, that's
So it has
right.
the brine
that's
in
right.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to it.
Is this extra virgin olive oil?
No,
or
this is just
this
regular olive oil.
Regular olive
Because
oil.
we're going to be going to a hot pan
Okay.
after we skewer these up.
Okay.
And we don't want to use extra virgin because it'll burn too easily.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea. Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Those little tips.
Yeah. Yeah. They always help.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that's all mixed
Perfect.
up. Nice and good. We'll leave that right there. And what is next?
We are going to make the raita.
Raita. Okay. And so we need a bowl.
We need a mixing bowl.
Alrighty.
Yep.
I have one.
We've got our yogurt that has been drained. So it's
Okay.
nice and thick and creamy.
So the yogurt's for the raita.
Exactly.
All right.
Go ahead and dump that in.
And ooh,
Perfect.
There we go.
See, isn't that nice? See how
And-
thick that is?
Yeah, that is good. So we don't need the juice
We don't
anymore.
need the juice.
We can save that for drinking later.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now we're going to add some fresh mint.
Okay.
So you're going to want to pull some, no, we're going to chop it first.
Okay.
You're a great chopper. Go ahead and pull a little bit more.
You want some?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm
How
a
many
good
leaves
chopper.
do we do?
A couple more.
Alrighty. And this is just mint like, you know, you could get...
Just fresh mint. You can buy it at the grocery store. You can grow it in your yard. I don't suggest it. If you do,
Yeah.
put it in a pot because it can take over your garden.
I could vouch for that.
Can you vouch for that?
Yes, I can vouch for that in my yard. If anybody needs mint, come by the house. I have a ton.
Yes. This. A lot of knife movement going on. I don't see a lot of chopping going on.
A lot of flash.
A lot of flash.
A lot of flash. I like to have a lot of flash in there.
All right, we're
Take
gonna
the
add
big
this.
chunks out. Okay.
Just add that in.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay.
Now put a couple tablespoons. We've got some minced red onion.
Red onion. All of this?
Nah, I don't think we need all of that. I would say a couple tablespoons.
2.
Perfect.
Okay.
And now we're gonna put in some cucumber.
Cucumber.
So here's another thing that we can chop.
Alrighty.
Now we want this kind of pretty fine diced, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to slice it very thin.
Okay.
We don't have to seed it. You can seed it if you want, if you're
Really?
completely against
If you're
seeds.
anti-seed, anti-stem.
If you use a smaller cucumber, you don't have to worry about it. If you use those gigantic ones that they sell at the grocery stores sometimes, I usually go with the pickling
That was a bad piece.
cucumbers.
I got that out of the way for us.
Good, good.
Okay. Okay. This one doesn't look very good either.
It doesn't? I don't
No.
know.
Oh.
Was that horrible?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Thanks for keeping that one out of the recipe. Appreciate that.
You're going a lot faster than I am. Then again, you aren't eating
But
the
this is
cucumbers.
That's right. I'm not eating the cucumbers.
Okay.
That's what I do for a living. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna add that in.
All right, right there. I'm gonna swap real quick.
Now, after you add yours in, we've got some garam masala.
Some what?
Garam masala. This
Garam,
is a Moroccan spice. You're only gonna add a few pinches of it.
Okay. Moroccan spice, and what's all in here?
It's pretty much all of your sea spices. You've got
Okay.
cinnamon, clove, cardamom, cumin, coriander.
I can smell cinnamon.
It's almost like a Moroccan 5-spice, kind of like the Oriental.
Clove. Yep. Okay.
And then we're gonna add a little pinch of salt,
All right.
and we're gonna mix that up.
Ooh, and then we stir.
And we stir.
Okay. And this is for dipping our kebabs in, our Moroccan kebabs in. Okay.
And because this is going to be for like a tapas party where you're going to be able to pick up your kebab and eat it, you can dip this in, and because it's thicker now, it will stick on there.
Ah, I got you.
And that's, you won't be dripping it down the front of your pretty
All right.
apron.
Yeah. And now, is our pan ready for our skewers?
Our pan is getting good and hot, so
Okay.
we're going to want to go ahead and start skewering some up.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I brought the pork over for us here.
Excellent.
And we're just sticking them on the...
Sticking them on the skewers, like about 4 pieces on each one. I'm going to add
Okay.
some olive oil to our pan. It's nice and hot.
Now, if you didn't want to put them in the skillet, if you had the old Barbie fired up
If you
in
had
the
the
back,
barbecue, you would definitely want to soak your skewers in water for at least a few hours. That way they won't burn up.
Oh, okay. So soak them in water.
But since we're doing it in a pan, we're going to go ahead and just leave them on.
Okay.
And we're going to set them in the pan.
All right. If you'll give me a hand here, I'll give you a couple of skewers here.
I can do that.
And so that we can get this done. And then we can put them in the pan. How long do they cook in the pan?
Till they're done.
Till they're done. Okay. Well, so no specific time, just until they're done.
When
All
you
right.
pick them up with your tongs, you'll kind of feel when they're done. And you can really cook these just to medium. They'll stay nice and juicy.
Now this is tapas. This is like family style, as we call
This
it in
is
the South, right?
we can eat. We're going to have these as a tapas. This is really a very common street food in Morocco. You can stop by stands and pick up Pinchitos Morunos
Okay.
at a lot of little street stands.
Oh,
And what
okay.
I like about them is that they're on a stick already. You can have a glass of wine in one hand,
Yep.
your skewer in the other, dip them in the sauce, sit and eat while you talk and have a good time with your friends.
Or your 3 skewers. In
Or
one
your
hand.
3 skewers.
Yep. You may want to get a skewer. Okay. And we're going to continue to fry these, and when we come back to Carolina Cooking, we'll be making some sangria when Carolina Cooking continues.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here with Christian from Gervais and Vine, and he's giving us his secret sangria recipe, right?
Well, like I said, I've said before, sangria is a lot like potato salad.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own recipe for it, and everybody thinks theirs is right.
But this is the one you got from the old country,
The
right?
old country, exactly.
Yes, your grandmother.
This goes way back.
Okay,
yes.
all right, okay.
So this is going to be a rosé sangria.
Okay.
This would go beautifully with pork dishes, chicken dishes, salmon, things like that. Your,
Okay.
your middle meats.
So I'm assuming this is the rosé.
We have a rosé.
All right.
We're using a dry rosé in this case.
Okay.
And so we're going to add some fruit to it. I mean, basically what sangria is a wine with some fruit, a little bit of simple syrup, and a liquor
Okay.
to add a little bit more oomph to it.
So we have fruit.
So we've got a peach.
Okay. And we need to
Got
put the
some
whole
strawberries.
peach in, or are we going to just chop
You can go
it up
ahead,
a little bit? Okay.
dice that up.
All right, into small little bites.
Yeah, you want it to be small enough that when you're drinking the glass of sangria, that if a piece of fruit slips into your mouth every once in a while, it's just a little added bonus. Of
Oh, okay. It's not a choking hazard.
Right, not a
Oh,
choking
gotcha.
hazard,
All
yeah.
right, okay. So this is the peach, and we're also putting strawberry.
We'll put some
in here
strawberries.
Too,
I'll
right?
go ahead and slice up some
Okay.
strawberries. And this is not a very traditional sangria.
No.
No, but
Which part is not traditional? The rosé or the
rosé
peaches?
over
Okay.
in Spain, pretty much. If you, I mean, there's a little more acceptance nowadays, but up until a few years ago, if you went over there and asked for sangria, all you got automatically was red sangria, which is fantastic. But you know, there's lots of different wines, and why not have the ability to pair your wine up with your food and still have nice, fresh, fruity sangria?
Okay.
So we're going to put this fruit in.
That's
We're
the
gonna-
peach.
That's the peach. Here's
That's
some
enough strawberry.
Here's some strawberry.
Little
We got
orange.
some orange. You always want to add some citrus because what you're adding is a little bit of acidity to it. So we'll add a little bit of orange, about
Little
half of
orange.
that,
All right.
and then we'll add a little bit of
Little lemon.
little lemon.
Okay.
And really, what you want to do is you really want to have this sit for about an hour or so to let the flavors kind of meld,
Okay.
get all incorporated into there.
But it is
since
okay to drink
it's
right now.
great. It's great to drink right now.
Okay. All right. So what else has to go in here?
All right, a little bit of simple syrup.
Simple syrup, which
You know how to make that?
you get no.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 1 part sugar,
Okay.
1 part water. Just
All right.
melt it down.
Okay.
It's great for a lot of different cocktails.
Simple syrup in there.
A little bit of simple syrup.
All right. And some.
Triple sec.
Okay.
It's an orange flavored liqueur. Gonna add a
Alrighty.
little bit, about a 1/4 cup into there.
And then so now it's ready to go.
We're just gonna mix it up. We'll go ahead
All right.
and.
Ooh, the knife mix.
Sure.
At home, maybe you should use a spoon.
You
But if you
could.
forgot to put a spoon out, then you can use a knife.
could use a knife.
Okay. Alrighty. And now we can go ahead and taste it and see how it turned out here.
You could serve this over ice if you want. If it's hot out.
Ah, fantastic. So I'll pour myself a glass. Ooh. And when we come back, our kebabs are going to be done. We're going to learn how to put them on the plate, and we're going to taste them. And Carolina Cooking continues.
You can find the secret recipes of the best chefs in the Carolinas, all in one book, the Carolina Cooking Cookbook. Find the Carolina Cooking Cookbook in Amazon.com and our website, carolinacooking.tv.
Welcome back to Carolina Cooking. I'm here with Christian of Gervais and Vine in Columbia, South Carolina, and we are ready to plate this up and then taste it. The most important part. We have our raita here in our bowl, and we put just a little touch of mint there to make it look pretty. And now we have our skewers. Our Moroccan kebabs right here.
Exactly.
Okay. And so we're just going to set these in the plate.
Sure.
Okay. Just fan them out there.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have people coming over
Yep.
for a party. You're just gonna
Yep.
set them out.
Okay. And everybody gets their own.
Exactly.
Okay, that'll be good.
Here's a little point. Well, a big point.
Uh-huh.
When you do your skewers, you want to make sure that you push your meat as close to the end of the point, so when people put it in their mouths, they're not
They don't. Yeah,
stabbing
I gotcha.
themselves.
I gotcha. That
Just
one is
an
probably
idea.
mine. That one's probably mine. Pretty sure these two are mine, and then this would be the chef's that got done here. And we have our sauce.
Our sauce,
And then
and
we
then
also have our
This
pomegranate.
is our pomegranate reduction. This is our
Okay.
pomegranate molasses.
All right.
Notice how thick that got? So
Yeah.
what you're going to do is you're going to take a spoonful of that and you're going to drizzle it over the
about-
top of them.
That consistency right there, really like
Yeah.
syrup. Okay. Alrighty. And the taste, you say it tastes like molasses.
No, not really. Tastes like
No,
pomegranate.
Yeah, like pomegranate.
But more concentrated.
yeah, absolutely.
it's
Thicker, more concentrated pomegranate taste.
It still has that bright, fresh acidity to it.
So you put a little, try to keep the red away from the sauce.
It's
you
all
just
going to come
drizzle.
together anyway.
Okay,
So
all right, good.
drizzle some
I'm
over
glad
that.
to learn that there's no mistakes here. There's only happy accidents.
Only happy accidents, exactly.
Okay, is that enough drizzling?
That's enough drizzling.
Oh.
You don't want too much. You don't want it like drizzling all over the front of their shirts.
That's true. That is true. Okay. Alrighty. So go ahead and give these a taste here. Let me top off your sangria
please.
just a little bit there.
Now you can serve this over ice,
Okay.
just so you remember.
And now, is this what you make at the restaurant here? This is
This is one of the dishes we
one of
make
the
at the
dishes?
restaurant.
And you also make other tapas dishes?
We make tapas basically from all around the Mediterranean.
Ah, fantastic.
So
Okay.
you can just dip it in if you like.
Okay.
Get a little bit of sauce on there, straight off the skewer.
That's very good. If you want to find out more about the recipe here, our sangria, our chef, or the restaurant, visit our website at www.carolinacooking.tv. I'm Tom Zelenka, and that's Carolina Cooking. Good job, very good.
Go to carolinacooking.tv for the recipes featured on this show. Plus, on carolinacooking.tv, you'll find more information on the wines, chefs, and foods of Carolina Cooking. That's carolinacooking.tv.
Carolina Cooking is filmed on location in 700 Kitchen Cooking School at the Mansion on Forsyth Park Hotel in Savannah, Georgia. For details on their hands-on cooking classes, call 888-711-5114 to book a class.